Hi guys, it's the Ashley TV Cooks and I'm back with another video. You already know, before we get started, please like, comment, and subscribe. What? Cause it's a vibe. So y'all, I have a really easy DIY dupe recipe. We're gonna be making my version of the Taco Bell Doritos Los Tacos, and we're gonna do it at home. And I'm gonna show y'all how. So what I like to do is prep my veggies first. I like to cut them up, prep what I need to prep. Then I'll start cooking the meat and we'll took taco shells. I got the cheese. We'll just get right into it, y'all. So let's clean this lettuce real quick. So handy dandy bowl. Now with the lettuce, depending on what kind of state it's in, sometimes I clean it with vinegar, sometimes I just rinse it. So today we're just gonna rip it up out this plastic. With me out the plastic, I've been acting brand new, straight like that. And boom, got it in here. I'm gonna rinse it and I'm gonna toss this lovely little plastic out the way. So YouTube, this is my official, y'all see me on shorts, but this is like my official long form video. And I'm kind of excited about it. I'm kind of giving y'all like a brief introduction of what this channel is going to be like. You guys are going to get a lot of cooking content because that's what this is based around. But it'll be like everything from one pot to quick 30-minute meals. Just to a lot of things I like to eat because I'm small but very big back activities over here. Just saying. Alright, y'all. So, now that we're washing these, I'm actually going to take and move it just a little bit. And then we're going to rinse her one more time. I might add, I think I'm still add a little vinegar. Alright. So, just in case I need to cleanse it again with the vinegar, we're going to leave it out. I will be using the ACV with the mother. If you know, you know. Y'all don't have to use too much of that one cleaning. So, let's set this back here. My other vegetables already have vinegar in them, and I just kind of let them sit for a few minutes. Now y'all, with my lettuce, I will be shredding it just because that's how it's prepared. So don't be afraid to shred the lettuce. That's what we're doing over here. And I have two different knives I'm going to be using today. So once you have your lettuce rinsed, let's go ahead and pour the rest of that water off. Take this huge bowl right here. And what you'll want to do is, it's like a little core from the head. You want to kind of cut that off because you don't want that to be on there. So we take and cut that part off. If there's any like brown or red marks on your lettuce, go ahead and feel free to toss that too. I'm really picky with how my vegetables look, so I will be tossing that. Sorry y'all, there's so much water from this that I'm like now struggle busting just a little bit. One thing y'all will find out about me is I thrive in chaos. So if it's not chaotic, I guess it's not me. Alright y'all, now we got Big Bertha ready. So what you want to do is cut it in smaller sections. Take about 1/4 here. We're going to cut her down into a head like that. This other piece, as y'all can see, I don't know if y'all can see that, it does have a little brown on it. So I take and throw that part away. And then we're going to cut this into strips. Just this first piece, cut it into strips. Because what we're going to be doing is shredding this. So you got to make it as easy as possible. And I think, honestly, this is all I'm going to need. So we're going to just continue to shred it. So guys, as y'all can see, we had did big slices of the lettuce, and so in order to shred it, we're now about to take these slices and then just make smaller pieces out of them. This will get a little messy, so be prepared. Know that you probably will be cleaning a lot, and that's okay, but just continue on. Don't get discouraged. If you have nails, you want to be very mindful. Do your best not to cut yourself, and move slow if you need to. There we go. So I'm going to pick up speed just a little bit. got a nice crunch to it.
What are the pros? What are the pros, do you think, that will come from making your videos of cooking?
It'll, one, allow me to use the skills that I've learned. Do's and don'ts. I definitely want to share the do's and don'ts, how to make cooking easier. And also being able to help people that may need to learn because they have families or that may not be. I'm going to use a smaller knife. I can't control what I'm doing with that one, cutting this. That may have families that may need to know how to do different recipes, that may not have the time, or they really just want to learn and they're curious and have never been taught to do that, and allow somebody that kind of freedom of just creating their own meal out of nothing is really nice. It feels very good to be able to do that. And what else? And just honestly seeing people enjoy food too. So it's like if anyone ever sees my content, comments, it's like, oh, I tried your recipe and it turned out like this. I had that happen on TikTok and it was a really good fit.
What is one of your biggest catastrophes when you cook something?
Besides the bacon story?
Yeah.
Now it doesn't happen so much. I think it's more so like sometimes the kids want to help in the kitchen, and that's probably the most chaos that I have. Because in general, I'm used to, when I cook, I expect for things to happen, but I've done it so much that it doesn't bother me. It's now when I have children that may not know the severity of how important it is to pay attention, to actually follow instructions, and not be playing in the kitchen. I think that's more difficult and one of the biggest challenges so far that I've had.
Have you ever messed up rice?
Oh yes, yes.
How many times? And how did you know?
How did you know? It's relatively easy. It would be mushy, undercooked, overcooked. At least a good handful of times when I was first learning how to cook. And then, you know, this is gonna sound silly, but I'm gonna admit it and say it out loud. Nobody told me first starting off how many times you actually had to wash rice. So sometimes I would wash it once or twice thinking it was clean, and then it would have that milky film. And I had to learn, like when I really started cooking all the time, I had to learn. My family, as they noticed I took a liking to it, they would tell me things that helped them. So it really just got easier with time.
If you had your own food truck, what kind of food would you make?
Ooh. So right now, I've been literally testing out a lot of different recipes and things that I like. So I'm kind of creating an outline for where I would go with that, and if it will be a structured, like one themed meal kind of truck, or I was also considering doing seasonal recipes. So it'll be like foods for the season. Each season I would switch my menu, and then if I really want to spice it up, have a secret menu. I'm just not for sure yet, so I have to continue to work on the outline for that.
You never get tired of cooking?
Oh yes, I do. Yes. Sometimes, especially holidays, I love it though. I still do love it, but certain holidays I'm like, oh no, like I gotta take a few days off because I've overdone it. That's happened a lot. But do I continue? Yes. I don't, however, cook unhappy. That I will say. If I'm not happy, I won't cook.
So you just starve that day?
Or order out. Starvation. Just kidding.
Hashtag.
We do not condone starving. I just want to put that out there. PSA. We have a morbid sense of humor.
No, we don't.
Steady line. Always lying. You be like, no, we don't. You got like the most morbid sense of humor I know. And you're sarcastic.
I don't think so.
You know so, that's why. Alright, y'all, we just roughly dice these tomatoes, half of them, or half of a tomato. Now I'm about to do the other side.
So, for somebody new who has never made rice on their own, when it's undercooked, how do they know that it's undercooked?
It's hard. It'll be hard like a pebble or a seed. If you pinch it and it's still really hard and it doesn't like mush, it's not done. It's not done.
Do you like eggs with cheese?
Sometimes. Sometimes I do.
How do you like your eggs to be scrambled from beginning to end?
Hard. Wait, am I supposed to walk them through?
No, I'm just curious.
Like, what do you mean?
Just
like,
what it was.
do I just... That was the quick... I answered it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something you learn from being by yourself in life and then going into a family when it comes to cooking.
Oh, bigger portions. Bigger portions. And, you gotta be able to adapt with kids. Their taste buds are trash. And it's okay. And you just gotta roll with the punches. Boom. Drops mic.
Well, for someone who might just be having kids and exploring adventures,
keep it simple.
They wouldn't know that just taste buds are trash. So
keep it simple.
Okay.
Keep it simple. Not that their taste buds are trash, y'all. That's just how I talk. But just keep it simple. They don't need too much. They, babies and kids aren't gonna want the most, even though we like the most. For them, their taste buds are still developing, so less is more for them.
You find it that even as kids are getting older, or the children you now have adapted to in your family, you find it still just as easy to make dishes for them as they get older?
Yes.
As they was when they're younger?
Yes. They're easier to cook for than it is for me to cook for myself. It's a lot easier to cook for them because they're really simple. I'm extra when it comes to my food, so I can make them a meal in 15 minutes and then backdoor have to make myself a meal that's going to take me an hour and a half. And right now it's on medium. I am going to turn it down to medium low. I will be using maybe a capful of the olive oil. From there, guys, I have sofrito in my little container right here. I'm going to be using 2 to 3 tablespoons. From here, I will be adding a little comino. It's the El Guapo one. I'm pretty sure I got this at any, you can get it at any Mexican market, but you just use a little bit. It's going to bring the flavor together. I'm going to go in with Mrs. Dash. We're going to keep the seasonings to a minimum, just so it's easier for what you may have at home on hand. I kind of want to make these recipes really easy to follow. And y'all, I don't do measurements. So when I do measurements, it's usually tablespoons or if I'm baking. But season, follow your ancestors, allow them to guide you, okay? And pray. Original taco seasoning pack. Yes, we will be using the whole shebang. That is why we don't really use too many other seasonings. We might use less depending on what I feel. Yeah, so we actually use half of this package. because it's not as much meat as I usually cook. So now that this is cooking, I will be breaking down the ground beef, and I'm just going to cook until it is well done. I like my ground beef brown, very well done, but I like my steak medium, and that is the difference. So you'll break it down. By now it should be soft, easy for you to break. Alright, I got my hot sauce on deck. I got the Diablo in the fire. And I also have some hot in case I need some. So we're going to take the meat. I'm going to load it. We've been wanting these for like, what, 2 to 3 days? And I'm finally making them.
2 to 3 years.
And this is a very easy recipe, y'all. Like, it was quick. The meat was already thawed. All I had to do was prep the veggies. Especially if you got a big family. If y'all do want to do sides with this, you can. Y'all can do rice and beans. It's just up to you how y'all want to do it. We aren't going to, just because we want to do the tacos themselves. But yeah, jalapeno and bell pepper, baby. We doing the works. And I'm gonna show y'all up close of mine, because babe was ready to eat, so I made his real quick. Yeah, they're gonna need a close-up of this bite. Period, baby. Cause it look a little mess. I don't like the hot mess express. Okay. That's bomb. That is bomb. Y'all, with the jalapenos, it's got the right amount of thick. It is so good. This is good. Alright. I'm just buy some more. You already know, we just finished cooking at the function. So I will see y'all next video. You know, next time, comment in the section what y'all think I should cook next. And until then, eat for me and big back things, okay? Love y'all lots. Peace. We out. Get up here.